Warning, viewer discretion is advised. Some of the jokes you will hear on this podcast will be offensive to some people. None of these jokes reflect our real opinions or views. Please enjoy, and as always, thank you for supporting by giving us a listen.
Welcome to Scumcast.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Hey, are we recording yet?
Yeah.
I feel weird now wearing the headphones, actually. Anyways, welcome to podcast episode
9.
I think it's not 9.
No,
We'll call
it's
this
not.
one episode not 9. 9.
I think it's 10.
No,
Yeah, I think
no,
it's
you're
10.
right. This is 10.
Yeah, it's probably 10.
So you can't make the joke? This is episode 9!
Well, because that's racist. Well, I'm your host, Jacob Bishop. My co-host over here, Corey.
What's up?
Corey Matiabis. What up? And then we got over there, Eddie Lopez the fourth. And then Riker Gillespie.
Hey!
And our very special sponsor, Connor.
That's me.
And what is it that you do, Connor, besides your real job?
I scream in a band called Dead World Reclamation.
Yeah,
Connor,
what's up?
I said not your real job.
Oh!
Wait, hold up. Why did
But,
you call him a sponsor, not a guest?
Well, because this episode's sponsored by Connor.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Because he is our number one fan.
We just
Is
filled
there a
out the
commercial we need to
paperwork.
play?
Yeah, it's
Dude, he can write you a jingle.
it's like him showing 2 thumbs up for the podcast. He's like,
Yep.
I listen to this on my daily drive.
With blast beats.
We
Blast beats.
Maybe
All
we
the
should
blast
record
beats.
fake ads.
That'd be amazing.
Well, I
That
mean,
would
I
be a
don't
good
blame
idea.
you. I mean, your guys' drummer is a fucking god. Oh my god.
Yeah, Mark's something else, dude. He's fucking, there's no words. I'll watch him and just... I have no idea how the hell someone plays drums like that. Like drums in general, death metal, like it's just gnarly, bro. That's a full body instrument, bro. That's
Absolutely.
insane.
Like, do you just start getting all hot and bothered when you
Yes,
watch
dude,
him?
and he takes his shirt off. It's
Oh
amazing.
my god.
Believe me, I've seen that shit for years.
Looks like the wedding's getting canceled.
His too. He just got married, so he's gonna have to.
Hey, no,
Oh.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, you can be ethically monogamous.
Yeah.
Sorry, ethically polyamorous. Wow.
Yeah, wait, hold up.
Hold for the correction there. Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway.
I want to see how long that silence would go.
You.
Anyways, can't even fucking speak. We said this episode's sponsored by Connor, but our real guest here is Majin, Eddie's cat.
Hi, kitty.
And
Oh my god.
He's a piece of shit.
now, Connor, would you describe that as like one of your biggest fears as cats?
Probably. I wouldn't say one of my biggest fears, just because I'm able to touch them and pet them. It's just my heart's racing at 1,000,000 hours or miles an hour when I'm doing it. But yeah, I mean, it definitely gives me anxiety when I'm around them. A little bit,
Right.
Slight anxiety. I think one of my biggest fear ever is drowning. That just sounds like it sucks.
So we can
Ooh,
hop
that
right
stuff
into this.
sucks.
I mean,
All right.
Drowning, bro. Like ever since I saw the movie Titanic when I was a kid.
Fuck that.
And there was
yeah.
a part where the guy got fucked and he was trapped in an enclosed area with rising water. Worst fear of my life. Swear to God, I would find any way to off myself before I drowned because I couldn't imagine
absolutely.
like holding your breath as long as you can till you either black out or you start gulping water and you're just sounds terrible, bro.
I think it sounds even crazier when you're getting it like explained to you, like described. Because like just thinking about it, like if somebody says drowning is their biggest fear, like it's like, all right, a lot of people think that, but why? And that you just explained it. That just made it sound terrifying.
Dude, your lungs
Like, even more
explode. Your
terrifying.
lungs either explode or fill with water, and either way, you're suffocating, and it's probably painful, and it's just no.
See, I totally see that, but I was also like, I'm thinking of it because you probably already heard that podcast where we talked about our fears, but wouldn't drowning be everyone's fear?
Yeah, but not their worst fear. I'm sure there's people that would rather die drowning than other ways. I would rather burn alive than drown. I'm sure a lot of people would say they'd rather drown than burn alive.
Fair enough. I mean, like, there's an all-encompassing fear of death in general. Any method of dying, like you're gonna be afraid of
It's
it.
mostly associated with pain. You
Yeah.
know, it's not really. I don't think it's really. I mean, I guess just dying, the act of, or you know, the notion of dying
Yeah.
is scary because you don't know what's on the other side. But you know, the physical part and the pain part is really what I think what terrifies people. How it's gonna feel when you die.
Yeah, no, I mean, like with everyone, like, I mean, it's just a learned behavior. I mean, like you basically are underwater, you realize you can't breathe, you have to come back up. And if you can't come back up, you're gonna panic. You're gonna immediately panic.
Yeah, this took like a huge turn from the introduction. It just went from comedy to be like death, drowning. It's all bad. No, but I actually do have a question because I thought about it. And have you seen Game of Thrones?
Nope.
Okay.
I know like the gist of it and certain
Well,
things
it's
'cause
not.
my buddies are super into it, so they talk about that shit all the
Okay.
time.
Well, it's not just off of Game of Thrones. It's actually in history, like a torture mechanism that they would use is where they would, you know what I'm talking about, where they get the rat. And
Oh, fuck
they
that.
put it
I
in a
actually
bucket.
saw
They
that
did
in,
that in like
a-
a fucking like some kind of heist job movie. I can't remember what it was. It's like a Fast and it wasn't a Fast and Furious.
It was Fast and
Was
Furious.
it? They
Yeah.
did like they put the
Really?
bucket on the dudes.
Yeah.
And they lit it on fire.
Yeah,
So
it
that was
was the second one.
Yeah, I remember that night you all
Yeah.
decided to binge watch like all 8 fucking movies.
Yeah, what a fucking waste of time that was.
yeah.
It was 4.
I agree.
I got to 4. But yeah, would you rather have that rat treatment or drowning? Like, think about it. This little thing is just clawing
I
your
would much rather
insides.
drown.
Well,
I would
man,
rather drown.
Well, man, that's like. I think I'd rather. That's like torture at that point. I
you-
think
you
I'd
would
rather
still
drown than
die.
any form of torture. I'll take drowning over any form of torture.
Fair enough. Fair
Okay.
enough.
Because,
Because,
you'll
like-
end up dying because you bleed out.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a little bit. If it's just one rat, you're gonna be suffering for a minute.
2 rats.
2 rats.
They're working as a team.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be even worse.
That'd
Because,
be
like,
worse.
in, like, the movies, it wasn't just 1 or 2 rats. They'd have, like, a box of, like, 15 to 20 rats gnawing at the person. So if it was only 2, that'd be such a slow death. That would suck.
Yeah. But, like, imagine, though, right when they get inside, like, your body and they're just feeling all your, like... I'm getting turned on, guys. We need to get off this subject.
Yeah, no, for real.
Well, still on the subject of creepy things, I know you wanted to talk about this, so might as well go into it. So I hear you're a fan of the paranormal and
Absolutely.
aliens and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Well, what stoner isn't?
what fascinates
true.
you more? What's your favorite topic?
What fascinates me more is probably aliens, man, because I feel ghosts intrigue me too because I'll say this. Aliens intrigue me more because I truly believe that is real. I've never seen proof, but it's more that I want to believe, you know?
Yeah.
So I think in an infinite universe, if we live in an infinite universe, there's fucking aliens out there. There's other life.
Yeah.
Ghosts, on the other hand, I'll watch ghost videos all the time, and there's some ones that I'll see. I'm just like, bro, I don't know how the fuck you explain that video. And there's ones that you can obviously catch, and you know, but I've never had a paranormal experience. At least I think so. My fiance thinks we've had one. We had one where we were up and we were in Prescott, and we were staying in a hotel, and I was taking a piss. She was next to me at the sink. Shower was right behind me, and it had a sliding curtain with the little steel circles or whatever. And I heard some weird tapping coming in from within the wall, and I was like, oh, maybe rats, I don't know. And then Jasmine's, my fiance, is really spiritual, so she believes in all that shit. And she's like, did you hear that? I'm like, yeah, it's probably something in the wall, whatever. And then I'm kind of looking over to the wall, and I have the curtain in my peripheral, and I just see it kind of slide over a little bit, and I was just like, what? That was kind of weird. And I looked over at Jazz, and she's just like staring at me wide-eyed. And I'm like, I tried to explain it off. I can't remember what I said, but I was like, nah, that was nothing. I was whatever. But she was like, dude, this place is fucking haunted. But I can't lie, the rest of the night sleeping in that hotel, I got bad vibes. I was just like, okay, time to go to sleep. Just fucking ignore it, bro. I was like, and I had a mirror right in front of my bed and shit. And I was just like, this sucks. So,
Oh fuck.
But yeah, it was kind of creepy. But after that, I didn't experience anything else. She says it's because I block it out. That's why I don't see shit. She said that's what she believes. It's like I'm not open-minded about it. I
Us
dismiss
men were
it and
ignorant.
stuff like that, you know. But aliens for sure, bro. That shit trips me out big time.
Well, real
so-
quick though, what are you afraid of with ghosts? Because every video I've seen where it's like that's either fake or real, whatever, they're just moving shit, and it just seems like a
But it's the-
mild disturbance, and I'm just like, hey man, I left the Cheez-Its over there, and you're gonna put them over here, really? Like,
I think it's you're right, because most of the videos I watch, I mean, there are some definitely like violent ghosts. I've seen good violent ghost videos where people get their hair pulled or shit like that. You know, and so it's hard. I think it's just the unknown, bro. Like you don't expect it. You're not walking around thinking, okay, where's the fucking ghost all the time, you know? And then when it happens, you're just like, what the fuck? That thing just slid off the table by itself, or the door just slammed shut. Am I going fucking crazy? Is there a fucking demon in my house? You know, all that shit. So I don't know, man. I'd be wigged out for sure if I got like hard evidence, if I saw a door slam in my face or saw something get, you know, just moving, or a fucking figure. I know we have these buddies in Minnesota. They live in this house that they started having weird activity, and they checked up the basement when they moved in, and they found like kind of ritualistic books and shit like that. And so they started experiencing weird shit. The basement doorknob would like wiggle. They would FaceTime us when it would happen, and it'd be wiggling and shit. And we're like, fuck, that's crazy. And then she'd open the door and no one's there. I'm just like, you know, holy fuck. But still, that's not enough for me to be like, okay, I'm totally on board. Ghosts are fucking real, you know, because I still haven't had that experience, you know. Same thing with aliens. It sounds stupid, but I just feel like mathematically it makes more sense that aliens exist.
That's what I was
think
about to ask you. Is I do believe in aliens as well, and do you have a logical explanation to why you believe? Because I have one. I want to see if it lines up with yours.
I mean, shit. I just think, like I said, if the universe is as big as it is, and we have billions and billions of galaxies, there's no way, just mathematically, there's no way that we can be the only planet within that infinite pool of galaxies, and we're the only ones. You know, there's no way. I'd even say there's like, you know, within those infinite galaxies, there's probably another, you know, universe where we're sitting here, but we might look different, or we might be, I don't know, just some kind of different universe where I'm doing something different, you know.
I've thought of that shit.
It's fucking nuts.
I
was
mainly-
listening to, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson blows my mind, bro. I listen to that dude all the time talk about the universe and how it works in different dimensions and shit. I'm just like, makes my brain feel like it's gonna explode out of my skull.
I like that answer a lot though, because that's exactly what I tell people. Like it mathematically doesn't make sense. Like you have Earth within our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. We have other planets, and we haven't been able to discover them completely. So it's like, how are we the only one in our solar system to have life? And outside of our solar system, there's so many other galaxies. So it just doesn't make sense that Earth is the only one with life form.
Yeah, I would take my chances on that more than paranormal any day. Like that existing.
Yeah. Fuck. But like, imagine, like, if there was a real alien visit to the world for everyone to see. It's news. People are on the fucking news. There's aliens here. You look outside. There's a fucking giant UFO just hovering above. I think that would be 10 times more terrifying than encountering a ghost.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh my god!
I'd be shitting my pants, man.
Oh,
like,
dude. Oh, I'd have the new flintlock that I showed you right here, ready just in case. Like, fuck, man, what do I do, man? What do I do?
right before it like
God.
comes to attack you, you're just ready to blow your head off. I mean, honestly, why not at that point?
But at the same time, I mean, it depends, man, because they could take you up to places you're gonna get tortured, maybe, but they could take you up somewhere and show you some shit. You're just like, and you could come, because I've heard some crazy alien stories where like people are abducted but they don't get like harmed. They like experience like compassion from the creatures and shit like that. And I'm like, if I fucking experience that, it'd be a whole changed person, you know.
I mean, would
But-
you want to take that risk though? That's like a 50-50 chance. Like I'm
have,
either
like,
getting
a
Here's the
probed,
thing.
I'm either getting probed in the ass or I'm gonna experience some cool shit.
If something that intelligent is coming from
both.
another universe or from another galaxy over to my planet, and he rolls up on me, and my only choice is to try to escape, which probably won't happen, or get on that ship, I'm probably gonna get on the ship, because either way, I'm done. I mean, there's a chance. Like I said, I've heard some stories where dudes go get abducted and they come back and they got, you know, weird scars that they never had and shit like that, and they don't remember much. And so I'd be like, you know, take my chances. Maybe I'll come back from it. But
Or what if, like, we're not actually supposed to be afraid of them? What if they come down to our Earth thinking that they're going to take over, but they have, like, useless guns, but they think that's what's going to harm us? Like, they're just, like, Nerf guns or some shit?
Isn't that what happened
And
in
then,
Scary
like-
Movie 3 though?
oh yeah,
I don't
but, like,
know.
This is how we pee.
This is how
And
we
it fucking came out his finger.
Oh, why why were they choking us? Oh, that's how we say hello.
Choking him out. I remember that.
Well, yeah, like, what if it is, like, extremely anticlimactic? Or what if it is, like, one of those stories where there's actually an alien on this Earth right now living amongst us trying to figure us out?
Or the one where the government is like in a peace treaty.
Oh,
with
no,
them
we're
and they
going
have-
into-
yeah.
Bro,
He's in a peace
I
treaty.
have the solution to any alien invasion.
What's that? Lunchables Extreme?
No, just give him
love
some
Lunchables,
weed.
bro.
Just give him some weed.
I just
Oh
had
my
2 hot dog
god.
ones today.
Oh my god.
Smoking green with the green.
Oh my god, shut up.
You fucking hippie. God damn it. No.
This is like when I go on my Totally Kyle moments. I'm just like, you know, bro, every time I think of the ground, like, we just come from it. And it's like, I want to respect the ground, but the ground's just like, bro, maybe you are me and I'm you. And I'm just like, soil, man. And he's like, maybe you just soiled yourself.
That was
Peace.
totally Jacob.
So totally Bishop.
But yeah, it's fun. It's funny.
Now think about that one, Corey. Anyway.
I'm trying
pretty
to. I'm
funny
trying to
hearing-
pick this apart, and it's inconclusive. I'll get back to you on that. Jesus.
But I think it's pretty funny what you're saying about like the aliens and ghosts thing, because it's basically how we all feel. Except, you know, I do believe in the paranormal and stuff like that. But like your answer about the paranormal is exactly what he said. Like he's a little open to it, but it's just that he hasn't experienced anything, so he can't believe it.
Yep.
And it's the same with Corey. And then I feel the same way about aliens.
Yeah,
See,
like I told everyone the same thing. Sorry, Corey, real quick
No,
before
you're
you
good.
go.
Go for it.
But I told everyone the same thing. Like I fucking did a Ouija board in the graveyard, and also called upon Zozo, the bad boy.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Okay.
Because
See, I've always been like,
maybe I'm just the
sketched out by that.
Antichrist.
Like I don't believe in that
I
stuff,
believe that.
but I would never. I don't believe in that shit, but I don't have it in me to fucking get a Ouija board and try it out because I don't want to find out that way. At least, you know.
Well-
I want to try it organically somewhere that's already haunted. I don't need to.
Well, I
summon
wanted
something.
answers, and I wanted them now.
Just want it to be an
That makes
isolated
sense. That's why
incident,
Ouija
like
boards
Doom.
exist.
Yeah, finding out the organic way is not much better, believe me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Riker.
Experience?
I think.
No? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I think I've already talked about my experiences before on the podcast with somebody else. So Riker hasn't.
Yeah, so it started a couple years after my grandma's sister died. My grandma went to a visit to Rhode Island. That's where she came from. And I guess her family had to give her some stuff of her sisters to bring back with them. As like after she did, and it sat in the house for a little while, we started having a bunch of crazy shit happening in the house. It started off small, so like things like grass seed and salt, and eventually even like just bugs started falling from the vents, and that was built up to things starting to move, like, you know, little things like it would be like Jacob said, something would be on one shelf and then you turn around and be on another shelf. Then it got worse as bigger things started getting moved and pushed around. It was just freaking everyone out in the house. Like they started blaming it on my cousin because he would sometimes pull shit like that. But then when he moved to live with his dad in Massachusetts, it kept happening. So yeah, eventually we absolutely knew that shit was bad because my mom decided to go in and try to confront the ghost because that's always a smart option. Started yelling at it, telling it to get out. Threw a statue at her head. Like, luckily my mom managed to dodge it just in time, but it
That's
hit
like
the
some
wall.
Three Stooges shit.
You're not wrong.
One day, to
That's
try and
terrifying,
I
bro.
know, oh, dude, it was a fucking terrifying. One day to get proof, I set up a laptop with a webcam overnight, and when I looked at the footage the next morning, I was just fast forwarding through it, just see nothing happen. But eventually, you just start to see the furniture in the living room that I was filming just start to move a little bit, and then all of it just flooded into the center of the living room. So yeah,
What the fuck?
it was
Out of
bad enough
hands,
to
bro.
where my grandma was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out," and she moved back to Rhode Island for another year.
Yo, I wish that shit would happen to me. Then I wouldn't have to have all these subscriptions to Netflix and all that shit. I have my own entertainment.
Just make your own show.
There was now I think I've had a lot of paranormal experiences that I haven't experienced, if that makes sense. So my grandma, my mom's mom, she got cancer and she was really sick. So we took care of her in our house, and she died in our house. So after she died, I never experienced anything. But supposedly, my little brother used to wake up in the middle of the night, and he'd go to my mom's bed and be like, "Mom," and we used to call my grandma Honey. He'd be like, Mom, Honey's in the closet. She won't stop talking. I'm trying to sleep." And he's little at the time, so he's, you know. But
Oh boy.
yeah, and
Oh,
she
no.
said that would happen a lot. And my mom said she would have like crazy experiences. She'd get just like a weird, eerie vibe in her bedroom. And she said sometimes her little curtains would move by themselves, or like someone would switch them, you know. And I remember one time I was home alone. I was a little freaked out because I had a beagle, and beagles' barks or their howls are so fucking powerful. They scare the shit out of you. And my dog Harley just started going nuts, and he started just howling at the corner of the ceiling. And there was nothing there. I was just like, and I was home alone. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And so I'm yelling at him like, what are you fucking barking at, you know? And he just wouldn't stop, and I put his ass on a leash, walked out to the front, and called my mom. I was like, yo, where you at? Harley's going nuts, and I'm kind of freaked out. I don't know what's going on. She's like, all right, we'll be home in like 20 minutes. And, you know, after that, I really had no other problems, but the same thing. Harley barking at the corner of the ceiling didn't really justify or, you know, confirm anything for me. Like, fuck, ghosts are real, you know, even though my other people were having weird experiences. But it's just, I don't know, man. Just didn't do it. It wasn't enough for me. I need, like, to be terrified, you know, like, just,
You need the
bro.
full on
I need the
evidence.
full-on evidence.
Yeah, because I don't get how
I need something
animals
thrown, you know? Yeah, I need something thrown coming out of nowhere. Like, okay, bro, that's fucking crazy. I'm dipping.
Playing
and that'd be good for me. I'd be like, all right, ghosts are real. I'm done.
You're like playing
That's enough for
dodgeball
me.
with the ghosts.
I went ghost hunting once too, and I went with a guy who used to go ghost hunt with Ghost Adventures, and so he was an older guy, and he had all his equipment, his fucking little EVPs and shit like that, and we went to this park in Mesa that's supposed to be haunted because some lady was murdered in the bathroom. So we went there.
Wait, which park?
I can't even remember.
Oh.
I'll text him and ask him before I leave. But
Hey Connor, you might want to talk a little closer to the mic, brother.
so we went out there, and the EVP. See, the EVPs are hard for me too, just because it's a radio frequency thing, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So it could catch a whole lot of shit. So, but it did say my name once, but we had already been saying. So I don't know, man. But so it said my name once. It said something about the bathroom, and then it said my sister's name or my sister-in-law's name once, and then it said baby, and she was pregnant at that time. So that shit was weird. It was weird. I was weirded out. But again, it was just like, man, it could be coincidence. I'm a real skeptic, bro.
Understood.
I'm a
I
real
thought it was
skeptic.
going somewhere else with that.
So it sounds like
He's
you've had
like
a lot.
bathroom, baby,
bathroom,
your
baby.
sister-in-law, bro.
Well, it said bathroom just because the whole thing was that the lady was murdered in there. So we were
Okay.
like, oh, that's a little weird, you know.
Well, it sounds like you just had a lot of like indirect experiences.
Yeah.
Am I right on that?
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're looking for that direct experience, like you're wanting to see like, okay, lady was murdered in there. You wanted to see like, oh fuck, there is a woman dead in there, like walking around.
Or just like a fucking like lady walking in there, and if I had the balls to go walk in and she was not there, I'd be like, okay, I'm out of here. Deuces, ghosts are real. You know, that'd be enough for me. I need like I said, so like voices might work on me. If I'm somewhere and I hear a voice that is not from anyone I'm with, or you know, if it just comes out of nowhere, that's fucking crazy. Footsteps will do it for me. If I'm sitting down and I hear that actually happened to me once, but I dismissed it. I was with Jasmine downstairs babysitting my niece, and she was a baby, so and for some reason that house that I was in had weird vibes, and we were watching something scary, and she was upstairs sleeping in the crib, and we hear what sounds like footsteps up above us. It's just like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we kind of just look at each other, and we were like, "You heard that, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I heard that." I was like, "Go check it." She's like, "No, fuck you, go check it. It's your niece." I'm like, God. So I got my dog Harley, and I was like, "Harley, go up." And he fucking ran up the stairs, and I ran right
sent
up.
the dog?
I ran up right, because I figured, dogs see
Yeah, just
shit, so
dies.
if he's going to see something, he's going to let me know, So I sent him right up. He fucking right up, and I followed right behind him. Nothing there. Nothing happened.
Okay.
No weird feelings. So I was like, maybe it was the house. I don't know.
I hate it when my
Air
house
conditioning.
makes footsteps.
Yeah.
It was like Monster House where it just comes alive.
Yeah, starts eating.
Jesus, it has its
It's
own
the
stomach in
uvula.
it. Like the uvula's a goddamn chandelier. Like, come on.
Bishop had a similar story to that, kind of.
What?
Didn't
I?
you say you were asleep and you kept hearing like tapping on the ceiling or
Yeah, it
something?
was probably Corey.
Yeah, like you were asking us if it was, but Corey was asleep.
Wait, when did I ask that?
It was months ago. It was like 3-4 months ago. But you said you were asleep and you were hearing stuff
Was
on
I
the
drunk?
ceiling. I don't
Because
know.
That could have been it.
You could have been. Shit. Fuck
There's
if I'd had
there's
it.
a good 60% chance of that.
Yeah, I'm like, wait a second. Well, usually when I hear footsteps, I assume it's Corey because Corey walks really loud.
I do.
Yeah.
Plus,
you,
like-
you can always tell when Corey's awake.
Well,
Because
the
you just
thing
hear
is that dude, this room, this master bedroom, dude, like the walls on this son of a bitch are thin as fuck.
I guarantee you, if I were to walk up there compared to you, you can tell the difference. You walk like Hercules around the.
Okay, okay, perhaps, but like the thing is that I can hear everything going on in the house from that room. Like I could tell that Connor was here just from listening to you guys talking. When I was getting out of the
True.
shower,
Oh,
I
well,
can literally hear everything out of that room. So
I can
it
hear
was-
I can hear the moans too.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. It helped me for some projects, late night projects.
Did you have hot dogs in your hand?
Nice.
Hell yeah, brother! It's the only way. It's the only way to jerk off. See, you know,
Oh my God.
Lunchable hot dogs.
Lunchable hot dogs, baby. I'm
Wait, you
telling
really you eat
Wait,
those?
what?
Fuck
Lunchable
yeah.
Those are so
hot dogs?
gross.
I had two Lunchable hot dogs before I
They're
came
so
over here.
gross though. They're cold.
Love them.
Hold the fuck up. Back up real quick. Lunchables has hot dogs?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
They used to have burgers, bro. Do you remember the burger ones?
No. All I remember is the pizza ones.
They had the burger ones where there was like the sports, and they had like the little chocolate circle. They were like crunch bars, and they were wrapped in like basketball or soccer ball, like tin foil. It was fucking.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
it came with like a little mini soda, like a Coke.
What the
dude.
fuck? I don't remember
Those
this.
were the bomb, bro.
I
remember
do
the
remember the
Lunchables
hot
ever
dog
had.
ones. I don't remember the
Those were
hamburger
the
ones.
bomb. I wish they bring
Shit.
those back.
No, those were all. I didn't like those. I like the standard ones, and then also they had that chips and salsa one. That one was
I love
alright.
that one.
That one was pretty good.
Pizza one, I'll take it. I don't
I didn't like the
discriminate.
pizza.
I like all the freaking Lunchables.
It's-
We are not lunch racist here.
yeah, Connor's not lunch racist here.
No. Question: have any of you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
I have experienced night terrors, which is
Ooh,
similar but not really.
explain yours.
So the first time I had a night terror was at my buddy's house. His name is Nick. I used to go over there, crash at his place, and we'd go to college the next morning. So I was asleep, and we'd sleep in his room. I'd be on a couch, he'd be on the bed. But there was one time when I woke up screaming. Apparently, the weird thing is I don't remember it, so it's like a story that he had told me. I apparently woke up screaming, and he was like trying to move me, like shake me, and I was just screaming at the top of my lungs. And then I finally woke up, and this is what I do remember. I was sweaty as hell, and like I was shaking, and I just asked him like, dude, what happened? And so then he told me that I just woke up and started screaming. And then the second time was at my house. This was like a couple months ago too. I just woke up, similar story, I don't remember it. I just woke up and my parents were in my room, and they were like, hey, you good? Like, what's going on? You were just screaming. I'm all sweaty, and I don't remember anything. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, I had so do you guys know what sleep paralysis is or does?
No, I do. Yeah.
That's
so
when
I've been
you can't
told-
move, huh?
So
You can't-
your sleep, essentially, you can't move, but you're aware of what's going on around you. In fact, you can open your eyes.
One of
But
my-
you're still dreaming, so you hallucinate.
right.
So I
And
take
it
it
can be
you've had
terrifying.
one of these experiences.
Yes, when I lived in Hawaii, and that was when I was on my own. I mean, I had roommates, but I didn't have I wasn't buddy with my roommates at that point. So.
Jesus Christ, how much did that rent cost?
It was a 3-bedroom, and there were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 people living in it, and I was paying about $800 a month for my share.
Oh my God!
And it was probably about the size of this upstairs area.
Oh.
So like literally, this would be the house, bedroom, kitchen, living room.
That is nutty.
Yeah. Insane, bro. I had to work 2 jobs, and the minimum wage was still like $7.60, whatever it was over
Jesus
there.
Christ!
A gallon of milk is $8, bro.
What?
Nuts.
Yeah, no, because
Jeez.
everything is imported over there.
Yep, everything's
That's
imported.
oh my God.
That's why it's so much more expensive.
I
over
would
there.
love to
sounds
visit
terrible.
Hawaii, but I could never
And
live
that's why
there.
I only made it 6 months. I was going fucking crazy. I was like, I am broke, hungry. Like, dude, there was a point where, so I moved out there because my buddy lived there, and I was going to school. And when I moved out there, he was like, hey man, I'm going to have about like a month with you. I'm actually going to go study abroad in Spain. I'm like, great, I just got here and you're dipping. So he left, and I was fucking broke, hungry, bro. I lost so much weight. And I was shuffling through his closet because I stayed in his room while he was gone. And I looked up above, and there it was. There was like 2 fucking 48 packs or whatever of ramen. I was like, oh my God. I just texted him. I was like, bro, I'm eating your ramen. Don't care what you say. For pretty much, and he was like, go for it. Dude, I went through that ramen. I made that shit last
That's
me like
that's
fucking
better than Thomas. He doesn't even tell us that. He just eats it.
But anyways, the sleep paralysis thing, I was
For real.
sleeping, and out of nowhere, I woke up and I was on my back, and I had my head kind of tilted up so I could look kind of down my body. I woke up, my body was numb, and I was just like, the fuck is happening? I tried moving, couldn't move. I was freaking out. Started having a panic attack. And before that, my buddies had told me what sleep paralysis was, and their experience was how my buddy had seen like a dude, like a shadow guy, just standing in the corner of his room, just staring at him, and he's just like, freaking out, can't move. So I'm freaking out. I start getting whispers and voices in my ears and shit. I'm like, oh my God, here it comes. And I start looking down my body, and white hands come out from under the bed and start grabbing the sheets. I'm just like, this is fucking insanity. And I all I could do was just close my eyes and just try my hardest to go to sleep. It took me like another 20 minutes to go to sleep, but I finally did it. I woke up the next day, remembered everything. It took me a good 2 weeks to get back on like a regular sleeping schedule because I was terrified to go back to sleep. It was insane. I looked it up and everything. I was fucking freaking out, and it was like, yeah, you experience crazy hallucinations on sleep paralysis and whatever. I watched the documentary on it and shit. I was just like, that can never happen to me again. Please,
Dude, that sucks.
It sucks.
I only know about this because I dated someone back in like 2019, and she actually every night she would have, like almost every night she would have sleep paralysis, and she actually had to train herself how to wake herself up because she's been to like therapy and all that shit to figure it out, and no one could figure out why she has it. but she said she remembers as a kid living at her parents' house, there's one where she had sleep paralysis and she saw a girl down the hallway, like all the way down with like red eyes. And then like she closed her eyes and reopened them, and she was like in her face, like right there.
Fuck
And-
all of that. Oh my god.
And then she also had this one where she, like, you know how when people would like burn, what is that called when you like burn like logos in the branding? There you go. And she said that you could actually feel it in like the sleep because it's that realistic. Like she would start feeling like a burning sensation in her chest. But she said she had to start learning how to snap out of it by hyperventilating. And she would like hyperventilate to get herself out of that because there's no way you can move or anything. So you have to like figure out a way to get it out. And she would also get the voices ones too. But she would like, when I remember like sleeping, like I would sleep in the same room with her, and she would be like, hey, if you hear me start to like hyperventilate, wake me up.
Wow,
And I'm like, I have to worry about this while I'm sleeping.
that's crazy. That's where the lore of like the incubus comes from, or the succubus, where the like, if you know what a succubus is, it's like that demon chick that sits on your chest and like sucks the soul out of you. That's like the lore of a succubus.
Oh, I only know the porn
That's-
terminology.
But that's like the that's where it comes from, is from sleep paralysis, because that's how people have experienced things like that. It feels like someone's like sitting. That's what it feels like, that someone's like pushing down on your body and you just can't get up and you're fucking stuck there. It's fucking nuts, dude. And I looked it up, and it's supposedly, the statistic is like it's supposed to happen to everyone at least once in their life. So I
I've
was
heard
like,
that
fuck.
too, and I never experienced it. But actually, that concludes our part 1,
Excellent.
and that was fucking fantastic.
Thanks for joining us for this lovely episode of Scumcast. Be sure to stay tuned for our next episode, as well as like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you want to stay up to date with all of our content. Thank you for listening, you scumbags.